If you watched the previous video, then adding wildcards to a parameter query in an Access app will be pretty straightforward. The thing to remember is you use a different set of wildcard characters here than you do in a desktop database. You start with the Query Parameters dialog, enter an identifier, and choose a data type. Just remember, no spaces here. Click OK, and now I'll go to the company name field and use IntelliSense or autocomplete to add the parameter to the criteria row. Next, I'll add the like operator and a % sign surrounded by quotes. Follow that with a plus sign, not an ampersand, another plus sign, then another % sign surrounded by quotes. Now, if you watched the second video in this series, you saw me use the asterisk wildcard character and ampersands to combine my results. So why the different characters here? Because Access apps run on SharePoint, and SharePoint runs on Microsoft's SQL Server. SQL Server uses different characters than Access does for things like wildcards, so in this example, the % signs are the equivalent of the asterisk wildcard character, and the plus signs do the same thing as ampersands. They combine strings of text or numbers. So test the query by switching to Datasheet view, save your changes if you haven't already, enter a value, and if it returns the data you need, build your first view. Back to the table pane, and click Orders because I'm dealing with ordered data. Click View, enter a name, choose blank, and create the view. Now click Edit, then Data, and select No Data Source from the list. Add a text box, a label, then lay them out and format the label, then give the text box a name, and remember the name because you'll use it later. Do the same with a button. Save your changes, and then start your pop-up view, the one that displays your query results. Click Advanced, Datasheet View, Data, click your parameter query, and here in the field list, click Show Only Fields in the Current Record Source. That shows me just the fields in the query, and I'll drag them to the view, then press Ctrl+S to give the view a name. You'll use this name in a minute, so remember it. Now back to my first view. Click the button control, then Actions here, then On Click. Open this list and click Open Pop-up. Now open the View list and select the datasheet view you just created. When you do that, notice the Parameters section with Enter Name. This is the parameter in your query, and you need to associate it with the text box on the view you have open. So start entering the name of the text box, and remember you can enter part of the name, and then use IntelliSense or autocomplete to enter the rest of the name. Just make sure it's surrounded by brackets. Click Save, then Close. Save your changes, that publishes them, and then click Launch App. Enter part of a name, click the button, and you see your orders. That's it for this course, and thank you for watching. Also, the videos in this course have shown you a couple ways to use a parameter query, but there are more, so see the links in the course summary.